both stayed in the entertainment game.
Cool, man. Well, let's move on to the niggaverse, Lonzo. Just put $6.43 in the spaceship. Let's do this.
All
baby.
right.
Now, I guess the number one story this week out of the niggaverse would probably be the YSL camp. Now, we're going back to YSL. We've talked about that extensively. That's Young Thug's RICO case that's going on down there in Atlanta. Young Slime Life. Slime is another term for blood. Gunna came out and said they're a gang, so this is moving on pretty fast. But this week, Lonzo, there has been a 3-hour interrogation video that has been released from one of Young Thug's closest, if not his best friend, YSL Woody. Now, here is the second part to that, Lonzo. It is also confirmed that YSL Woody has been cooperating with law enforcement for 11 years since 2012. He is his best friend, his right-hand man, slept on his couch. Young Thug has made him a millionaire, probably has slept with some of the most beautiful women in the world, traveled to exotic places that he would have never seen. And all that time, homeboy was feeding information to the feds.
Straight undercover spy. Well, man, that just goes to show you what you see in a lot of these movies is more real than you realize, man. Folks is actually just going out here turning the stakes on your ass. Simple as that. When it comes down to it, in most cases, all that homie love, when it comes down to me or you, most of the time I'm gonna choose me. And that's bottom line, man. And that's the part people understand. All that shit, homie, look, bitch, bros over hoes, blah, blah. Yeah, right. Let them folks start talking about one of them basketball scores to life with an L on the end of it, and you're gonna change your mind. And they'll let you go right there and make it so bad, man. For 11 years, that means you know a whole lot of dirt, man. You know all about this man's business, and to sit there on the at some point in time and just start telling all this business, especially when he look at you and go, man. I mean, could you imagine how heartbroken he is? Just know
that would break my heart, homie. That would really break that part. Would fuck with me.
I'm like, dude, this dude, I did all this this dude right here, and he and now all of a sudden now he is number one snitch. That's what you call it, number one testify, whatever the case may be. Yeah, that's why you don't do dumb shit, because dumb shit comes bite you in the ass. If you got to do dumb shit by yourself. That way ain't no witnesses.
Mm-hmm. The only person that can snitch on you is yourself. And sadly, we're in a generation where that's like.
Yeah, I learned that a long time ago, man. I've had my situations where I've had to make decisions, and the decisions, I didn't take nobody with me. If you take somebody with you, you're pretty much taking your witness with you. You taking your witness with you, okay? Because 9 times if shit go bad, somebody gonna testify. If anybody to tell a lie but you, if Abel one story and it's yours, you got a better chance of getting off. If Abel one story to be told and it's only yours, you got a much better chance of getting out of that.
Yep. Well, another news story came out this week, Lonzo. Says being a federal informant apparently pays off. Snitches who cooperate can make up to $85,000 a year.
Good,
$7,000 a month. You can actually make a nice living being a federal
informant. Man, come on, dude. That's better than McDonald's. I get to snitch on the nigga. I get to stay home and snitch on people, get $85,000 a year. Come on, man. And see, now the money is a factor. Okay. What they're gonna say is, I gotta do what I got to do. See, I had to do what I had to do, and that justifies all. And Craig, this documentary was not the Lonzo documentary; it was the Eve After Dark documentary, and that's why there was no mention of Skateland. We hadn't got to Skateland yet. That's for the other documentary. I got you. It ain't going nowhere. But this documentary was here about the Super Bowl and that whole Eve After Dark before I got to Skateland situation. So we're gonna get to that on the next one. We ain't gone nowhere yet. We ain't through. That's another documentary that's aside from the one.
That has a whole story in itself, probably in its own.
That's what I was explaining to people the other day. My story has multiple facets to it. Okay, Yes, there's Eve After Dark. Yes, there's the Wrecking Crew. Yes, there's Skateland. Yes, there's Doodles. We just focused on the Skateland. I mean, the Eve After Dark part before I got to Skateland, before I got to Doodles. But the one that Craig is in about Doodles and Skateland, that's the one that's still in post production. So I ain't forgot about you. I just got too many stories to tell. It's like Straight Outta Compton. I can't tell all my stories in 80 minutes, 90 minutes. It ain't gonna work. I gotta break them up.
But we can't move on without talking about Skateland a little bit. You know, we have new listeners, new subscribers all the time. Tell us, let's give Skateland some shine tonight. Tell us the importance about Skateland to Los Angeles.
Skateland, man, became one of the primary venue. Well, fuck it. Hold on. Let me call Craig. Right, he online. Let me call Craig. Let them tell you about Skateland shit.
You know, I kind of, you know, but
I know you set me up.
Do that.
Let me call Craig. Answer the phone, Craig. I'm finna call you right quick.
I love these stories. Hey, hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed already, and please hit that like button. You are tuned in to N.W.A. Stories with Lonzo.
This is how we do
Craig
it.
Schweischinger, who was the owner of Skateland USA, which, you know, your West Coast history, you know the name. If not, go down that rabbit hole. If you don't know much about West Coast hip hop, go down that rabbit hole, please. Type in Skateland USA and just go down that rabbit hole. We have a few videos.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up, Craig? How you doing, Doc?
Hey, I'm excited to see your documentary about Eve After Dark. That'll be thrilling.
Yes. Thank you, Doc. It's pretty much done. We had our first screening this week, and it was great turnout. Now everybody's looking for the Lonzo documentary. That's the one that includes Skateland and Doodles, and it covers a lot. How you doing today, man?
Hey, we're doing good. When I was looking at your posts on your New York trip,
okay,
and I was thinking, oh man, he's back there trying to patch up with them East Coast people.
No, in fact, I was supposed to see.
And you know, they're not going to give us any play. Period.
You know what? I was trying to hook up with my co-host from my Thursday show, Dr. Dre. I didn't have time to see him, man. We tried, and I was so busy. And they had me so busy between the classes and the reading and trying to get my body adjusted to the time zone. It was hard, but I got through it. I got through it. How they treating you, man?
Hey, we're just doing all right. Everything's good. You know, when I was with the city of Westminster, they took us on a trip to New York to sell some bonds.
Okay.
And it's like you said, it's another world.
Another world, man.
It's another world made out of money. It was amazing.
I stayed on Park Avenue, dude, and I've never seen so many high-end shops just walking down the street. Everything was Chanel, everything was whatever, Bloomingdale's. Yeah. I mean, it was not, you know, it was like I was on Century City on steroids, you know, the entire city. And then everything is built up. Everything looks like downtown LA. You know, downtown LA is maybe about 10 blocks. Yeah. No, the whole city's downtown LA. Okay.
It just looks like a rodeo drive over.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. And I didn't ride the subway, but I heard it under my feet though. You know, it just was a different vibe, man. Totally different. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, and I hear it's going to be pretty rewarding for you in this city. That's good.
I'm hoping it is, Doc. I'm looking forward to it. We got a meeting with the mayor in a couple of days to discuss our some of the things we went over, and I'm hoping that at some point in time, Michael Bloomberg will cut a check for Compton and make some changes in the CPT.
Did the mayor go on the trip?
No, she went to another session they had a mayor session first. And then she came back and chose people to go in for the big session with we had city officials and they call it the stakeholders. They don't call them city, they call them stakeholders, and stakeholders in Compton. So I was one of the stakeholders.
Hey, well, I'm glad to know that you're still keeping Compton alive. That's good.